Tonight, we are tracking a dangerous and rapidly deteriorating winter weather setup across southern Ontario, and this is a situation that could become life-threatening for anyone caught off guard. A snow squall warning has now been issued for areas adjacent to the shores of Lake Huron, extending inland to the northwest of London. While the City of London itself is not included in the warning zone, officials are stressing that the city can still expect significantly reduced visibility due to blowing snow. This is not a typical snowfall event. Conditions are expected to worsen quickly Friday afternoon, continue through the overnight hours, and persist into early Saturday morning. At times, visibility could drop to near zero as heavy snow combines with powerful winds, creating dangerous whiteout conditions. In the hardest-hit areas, snowfall totals could reach 15 to 20 centimeters in a relatively short period of time. Wind gusts may reach or exceed 80 kilometers per hour, leading to intense blowing and drifting snow. Roads that appear passable one moment could become completely impassable the next. This is especially concerning for rural highways, county roads, and exposed stretches near the snowbelt regions, where sudden whiteouts can leave drivers with no visual reference at all. Now, this is not just a Lake Huron story. Other parts of southern Ontario, including the Greater Toronto Area, will also be dealing with hazardous weather conditions as a powerful frontal system sweeps across the province. As this front moves through, it will trigger a frontal snow squall, producing very strong winds through Friday evening and into the overnight hours. These squalls are known for their sudden onset. Conditions can shift from calm to severe in a matter of minutes. During the passage of this front, expect bursts of heavy snow, blowing snow, and rapidly deteriorating visibility. Whiteout conditions are possible in localized areas, particularly during the evening commute. For drivers across southern Ontario and the GTA, this timing is far from ideal. The worst conditions may coincide with people heading home from work, increasing the risk of collisions, road closures, and extended travel delays. Officials are urging motorists to reconsider non-essential travel during this period. If you must be on the roads, slow down, increase following distance, and be prepared for sudden loss of visibility. Behind this cold front, the story shifts from snow to extreme cold. Once the front passes late Friday night, temperatures will plunge dramatically. Arctic air will pour into the region, sending wind chill values sharply downward overnight and into Saturday morning. Wind chills in southern Ontario are expected to reach the -20s to -30s, with even colder values possible in more exposed areas. These conditions significantly increase the risk of frostbite, especially with prolonged exposure. Northern Ontario will see even harsher conditions, with overnight lows dropping well below -25 degrees and wind chills approaching -40 in some locations. This cold air will remain in place through the weekend, with another round of dangerously cold wind chills expected again Sunday morning. It is important to stress that this kind of cold, combined with blowing snow, creates extremely hazardous conditions for anyone stranded or traveling without proper winter preparedness. Emergency kits in vehicles are strongly recommended, including blankets, food, water, a flashlight, and a fully charged phone. Even short trips can become dangerous if visibility suddenly collapses. Lake effect snow will also remain a concern behind the system, especially over unfrozen portions of Lake Huron. As cold Arctic air flows across the warmer lake waters, additional snow bands could develop, further reducing visibility and adding to accumulations in snowbelt regions. These bands can be highly localized but extremely intense, producing rapid snowfall rates and sudden whiteouts with little warning. Meanwhile, temperatures will struggle to recover during the day on Saturday, remaining well below seasonal averages. Even with sunshine, the bitter wind will make it feel far colder than what thermometers suggest. This prolonged stretch of harsh winter weather serves as a reminder that despite occasional mild spells, winter remains firmly in control across much of Ontario. Authorities are asking residents to check on vulnerable neighbors, ensure pets are protected from the cold, and limit time outdoors when wind chills are at their lowest. To recap the key concerns heading into tonight and the weekend: snow squall warnings near Lake Huron, rapidly deteriorating visibility, snowfall totals up to 20 centimeters in localized areas, wind gusts approaching 80 kilometers per hour, and dangerous Arctic cold settling in behind the front. Conditions will worsen Friday afternoon, peak through the evening and overnight, and gradually improve Saturday morning, though cold and blowing snow will linger. From record-breaking warmth to a rapid cooldown, Alberta is seeing a sharp shift in the weather pattern. After reaching 20 degrees in Lethbridge for 2 consecutive days, conditions are now turning more seasonal as we head into the start of the new week. That recent warmth was driven by a strong ridge of high pressure sitting over Western Canada. This ridge blocked colder air and allowed temperatures to rise well above normal, giving parts of southern Alberta a taste of early spring. But that ridge is now weakening, and as it breaks down, it will allow cooler air and new weather systems to move back into the region. As we move into Monday, the overall pattern becomes more active. Moisture from the Pacific will once again begin influencing Western Canada, with systems moving inland across British Columbia and gradually pushing east of the Rockies. This change opens the door for more cloud cover, falling temperatures, and the return of light snow chances. A secondary low-pressure system is expected to track near the southern edge of Alberta on Monday. While this will not be a major winter storm, it will be enough to bring light flurries, particularly to extreme southern Alberta, including areas that have recently seen those 20-degree highs. Temperatures will take a noticeable step down compared to the weekend. Daytime highs will return closer to seasonal values, and overnight temperatures will fall back below freezing. The contrast will be especially noticeable in places like Lethbridge and Medicine Hat, where warmth dominated just days ago. This transition marks a return to more typical February weather. With the ridge northwest longer in place, additional systems will be able to pass through the region over the coming days. That means periods of cloud, occasional snow chances, and fluctuating temperatures rather than prolonged warmth. Looking ahead, this pattern supports a more unsettled stretch across Western Canada. While brief mild spells may still occur, they are likely to be shorter-lived, with winter conditions remaining a frequent presence. In summary, Alberta is moving from spring-like warmth back towards seasonal winter conditions. Light snow is possible Monday afternoon across southern areas, with cooler air settling in behind the system. As always, continue to monitor local forecasts for updates, especially if you have travel plans. We'll keep tracking these changes and bring you the latest details as conditions evolve.